And now it's time for a message from Uncle Lon. Don't pick up your phone or I won't know what to do. Back in 1993, me and the family were sitting in the parking lot of a grocery store. A grocery store, it's no longer there, but it's at 14 Mile and Campbell Road in Madison Heights. We were sitting in this parking lot, and we were looking across the street, across Campbell Road there. The sky had a violet hue to it that night, so I could clearly make out the shape of this thing. But anyway, we're talking, we're sitting there in the truck, and we're looking at the tree line across the street. And we see some bright, piercing lights shining through the trees. And eventually this thing became visible in its entirety to us. Whoever or whatever was piloting it didn't want to cross Campbell Road, because it just stopped in place, just hovered there perfectly still for about 15 seconds. That was just enough time for us to get over our initial shock and gather ourselves and get out of the truck and get a better look at this thing. And at that point, it just started moving south very, very slowly, like a car in idle speed, just south along the rooftops of Campbell Road. A few minutes later, when my son, Tony, got out of the grocery store there, we were picking him up, his car was in the shop, we tried to follow this thing, get a second look at it, and it was gone. It's just gone. Wasn't visible any direction, at least not from where we were at any longer. Don't know what happened to it. But as I said before, the sky had a violet hue to it that night, so I could clearly make out the shape of this thing. It had a flat black exterior. It was cylindrical, about the length of 3 of the front lawns of the houses directly across the street from us. So I'd say about anywhere from 80 to 95 feet in diameter. And all along the circumference of this craft were very, very bright, entrancing, boxed-off lights. The surface that contained these lights was corrugated. The texture could be clearly seen over them. I didn't see any means of propulsion. I didn't hear any engine. The craft left no contrail. They didn't try to beam me up or anything. No little gray men came down and introduced themselves, but regardless, it was one of the most spectacular things I've ever seen, and I have yet to see this craft. Again, I check the skies every night in the hopes that I'll see it again, and that I'll have this time I'll have my camera with me, but no such luck for the last 15 years or so. I wonder what that was. Bye.